Hey guys, I wanted to come on here because an interesting subject was just brought up in a recent conversation that I was part of. And it was kind of interesting how, how some of us kind of have that natural inclination that, okay, if we're involved in something that we need to know all the I's and the T's have to be crossed. And sometimes we're that person that, okay, we just have to know everything. And there's actually a flip side to it. The flip side is that you don't need to know everything, that you're in a learning process, and the magic of not knowing everything is very present and exists. So it's understanding that something is a process, understanding that you are who you are, and that helps bring forward more of your authentic self, right? You get to be more authentic when you're not the know-it-all, so to speak. Because to be honest with you, none of us knows it all, right? It's a learning process. If we're not always learning, we wouldn't have, content to be sharing, right? There wouldn't be something else to bring to the table for people to learn from. So that's the important also of basically attending your company trainings, because you can take notes and that becomes your content. That becomes your teaching material. That becomes your inspiration. That becomes your motivation. There's going to be something there, right? It's the purpose of community coming together. There's going to be something there that you can draw from and that, you can share with other people. So, it could just be merely your excitement. It could be merely your experience, right? How you've benefited. It could be, if you've accomplished something and you just say, the hard work pays off, hence, this beautiful view or something like that, where you're showing people, you're learning how to share what makes you happy, right? You learn to share what makes you happy. You learn to share even when you're sharing, obviously, your struggles, and you're saying, you know what? Thank goodness for this struggle. Your story could end up being, thank goodness that I did get laid off, because otherwise I would not have, come across this opportunity. I wouldn't have been seeking that out if I was still in the same old. Maybe you're in the lather, rinse, repeat in your life, and you want something new. You want to be challenged. You want to be exploratory. You want to do those different things. So that's the beauty of not knowing everything, because there is something else to discover about ourselves, to discover about the other people around us. Reading books, guys. I encourage you to read books, because it allows you to hop into someone else's mind and someone else's perspective and say, wow, I haven't ever thought of it that way, or I haven't experienced this in this way. So I hope this encourages you. You guys make it a great day. Take care.